Hi, my chocolate drops. Hi, how are you? Hi, my chocolate drops. How are you today? Hi. How are you doing today? I have a really good show today. It is really good. I'm just gonna wait for one person to come in, because you all know I normally don't wait for anybody to come in, but I have been receiving emails on this subject for a while, and I really want to talk to some people, help you folks out, get out of your situation, let you know that you can get out of it. Hey, how you doing? Here is the thing. I've been getting emails on this subject for a long time. I've been getting emails on this. So I really wanted to talk about this today. And this is really dear to my heart because I did go through a situation like this in my early 20s before I met my husband. In my early 20s, I went through, really early 20s, like 19. Hi, how you guys doing? And I went through a situation like this when I was like 19, 20, somewhere around there, 19, 20, 21, somewhere around there. So this is really dear to my heart because I've been getting a lot of emails on this, and I really want to address this, and I want to address it from the standpoint that I went through, because I can't address it from anyone else's standpoint. I have to address it from my standpoint. So I wrote down some things. I meditated because it took me 2 weeks to get everything together, because I wanted to make sure when I brought this forth that people understand where I came from. So each time that I thought of something that I went through in this situation, I wrote it down. So I don't know how many things that I have, but I'm going to go through a few of them and explain to you abuse, that you can get out of it. Normally, 80% of the time, it is women who's been abused by men. And 20% of the time, it is men who being abused too, but we just don't hear about it a lot because they don't talk about it. They'll just say she's crazy, she's blah, 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 but you really are being abused. So I want to talk about this because this is something that I need to talk about. So let me get to the first thing that I wrote down when I was meditating. And yeah, you guys, I'm learning to meditate because meditation calms you down and collects your thoughts and get things together. And sometimes it brings things back to your memory that you don't want to be back. So I just want to tell you all this. Now, abuse can come from a family member. Sometimes abuse can come from a relationship. Sometimes abuse can come from a customer service rep. This is a real true short story, y'all. My daughter was talking to someone from her school that she goes to, and one of the counselors or whatever they are at the school was talking to her, and she was so rude to my daughter. My daughter felt like she was abused. And I said, you know what, call that school back and you get someone else to help you. A financial aid rep, that's who she was talking to. And I said, you call that school back and you get someone else to help you. I said, because you do not want someone handling your business who have a messed up attitude. To me, that was verbal financial abuse, because she knew she needed a certain things, but she was trying to use her authority and her wherewithal to abuse her. Nope, no, you're not. Get somebody else who will handle it. And she did. So that was a form of abuse. See, we don't talk about all the forms of abuse because we don't look at it that way. The first thing we look at with abuse is between a man and a woman, which 80% of the time, that is it. So we are going to talk about some abuse today, and I hope that I can help a lot of you all get out of your situation. I hope I help a lot of you all get out of your situation. And let me say this so I can be clear. Let me say it. Don't tell your man or your woman to send me no email, because I will cuss them out in the email. Simple as that. Just get it together. So let me go over this first thing, y'all. I got my glasses today, y'all. And I got some cute ones, y'all, from the dollar store. The first one can be isolation. Isolation, and I'm talking about from my standpoint, and I'm going to go into details from emails that people have sent me. The first one is isolation. A person who's abusive and insecure, because it comes from a lot of insecurities. I'm telling you all, a lot of stuff that we go through is rooted in insecurities and low self-esteem. People just don't like to acknowledge it. Once you hit that and you acknowledge those things are going on with you, I'm telling you, you can soar like an eagle. Trust me, been there, done that. Isolation, when a person is in an abusive relationship, the man or the woman, but I'm just going to say men, because like I said, 80% of the time it's the man. It's the man. The man can want you to not be around your friends because they're so insecure. They think you're going to meet somebody. They won't even want you to be around your family. I'm going to raise my hand because I walked through it. I dated this guy and he was so insecure because he thought I was just the most beautiful person in the world. Which I am. But he was so insecure until he only wanted me to be around him. And I was like I said, between 19 and 20, somewhere up in there. I could have been 18. I can't really remember because I'm 52 now. So the age is, I know I was early 20s. He did not want me to be around my family. He did not want me to be around my friends. Every time I said, and I used to work, I don't know if you all remember this store. I'm from Chicago, and I know I got chocolate drops all over. But we had a store in Chicago called My Stales. And I used to work at this store called My Stales. And I'm telling you, this Ninja Turtle would take me to work on the bus because he didn't have a car. Come pick me up on the bus because he didn't want me to be with no one else. I'm telling you all, and I'm going to keep it 100 with you all. I'm going to keep it real with you all. I thought it was so cute. Oh my God, he just wants me. He wants to be around me. I thought it was so cute, you all. Oh my God, he don't want me to be around him. My girlfriends at the time would call me and they'd be like, come on, let's go out. And I would be like, oh, it's too late. It's too late to go out. And they'll be like, girl, we always go out at 11 o'clock. Chic Rick's. That was the club, the happening club in Chicago. Chic Rick's. Chic Rick's is about to open. It don't happen until after 11. Oh, no, y'all, I'm not going to go. Bloop, bloop. I ain't going to say his name because I ain't going to give him no credibility on my show because he's a Facebook associate, not a friend. He's an associate. And he was, he don't want me to go nowhere because he was isolating me from my friends. So your friends can move on with their life and your family can move on with their life. And you can be all by yourself to him. Yes, yes, yes. I thought it was such a cute thing that he wanted me. Oh my goodness. It was just so cute until he started pushing me around. We gonna get to that subject just a little bit later. Because I told you, chocolate drops, I'm gonna keep it real with you because I get more emails on relationships. Like I'm a relationship damn guru. I get emails on abuse all the time. I get emails on, and y'all know if y'all watched my last show, I said I was gonna talk about it, you side pieces. I get a lot of email on that because people know that I'm straight up and I'm gonna talk about situations. Let's go to the next subject after they isolate you. Let's go to the next one. After they isolate you. Yeah, because I got a whole goodie list down here because since I walked through it, I just wrote down stuff that I walked through. After they isolate you, ooh, child, because you so cute. And they want you all to themselves. And you just think it's so cute like I did. Well, I thought it was just so cute. He wanted me all to himself. He wanted to be around me every day. Ooh, he was so together. So I thought. After he isolated me, he would start insulting me, belittling me, telling me, you know what, y'all. Everybody know I got a gap between my teeth. Everybody know that. Everybody know I got a big nose. Honey, ain't ashamed of it, never a bit. Ow, I'm so gorgeous. He would start talking about the gap in my teeth, making fun of it. Now, I had this since my teeth came in, my adult teeth came in. He will make fun of it. You need to get some braces on your teeth. Why don't you get some braces? That ain't cute. That takes away from your beauty. Damn, I thought it made me beautiful. Now that I know, it does. Oh, he's talked about my nose. Man, your nose big. Every time he got mad, he talked about my nose. Your nose so big. Your nose so big. Ooh, it was all type of insults. He will insult me to belittle me, to keep me around him. Then he'll try to throw a little love on top of it. And you know what he would do? You all, He would make it seem like it was a joke. Like if we was joking, and I'm telling you all, I'm a jokester. I can play the dozens and make you cry. I'm good at the dozens. I have been called to play the dozens on the phone with some people because I'm good at it. We would play the dozens, and because he couldn't shake, rattle, and roll me, y'all, he would go for what I thought was a bad trait on me, my nose and my gap in my teeth. He would go for the jugular, honey. He would talk about my teeth, talk about my nose, how big, how proportion out of my face. I'm just going to keep it real to y'all how he used to try to dog me out. Made me start feeling from here to here. It was abuse. It was verbal abuse, and it was tearing me up and inside. So of course, I start only wanting to be around him the way he wanted me to be. My family, my mom, anybody who know my mom will be like, come over here, play cards with us. Oh, no. Because I started being insecure around my own family. Because I started thinking my nose was just horrible. It was just messed up. I'm telling you, I'm not going to read you all comments because I want to finish this show. So I apologize ahead of time. But I'm telling you all, it tears you down. The next thing, after they isolate you, insult you, then they want to blame you for their fucked up life. They want to blame you because sometimes when you fucking, they dick don't get hard. They want to blame you because they can't make you have an orgasm. They want to blame you because they may be too short, too fat, insecure, can't read well, can't articulate. I'm trying to give words out. They're coming out fast. Can't articulate. Can't do things. Grammar is all off. They will want to blame you if they're getting bald. They will blame you if they're losing their hair. They will blame you if they had a bad day on the job. He started blaming me. He worked from 3 to 11. He would come in, get home from work about 11:45. He would call me 11:45. My mother would be like, why is he calling you so late? Because this time he worked. So she accepted. She was like, oh, okay, well, that's time he work. I understand. He would call me and go off on me because he was having a bad day at work. Because you couldn't do your damn job at the work job. So you would take it out on me and abuse me. But and I'm not going to put it on young. I'm not going to put it on I was young. I'm going to put it on I was insecure. I was looking for security. I was looking for a man to love me and treat me right. And I thought that was the way it's supposed to go. Now, I never saw that at home. I didn't. My mother was a loving woman. And every man she got, little my daddy, was crazy about that woman. So we didn't see that at home. My mother provided a loving home. But me, myself, and I thought that was the way a relationship was supposed to go. You stick with them, you love them, you move with them, blah, 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 blah. So after they isolate you, insult you, blame you for their fucked up life, they want to start bringing fear. Now, here's the thing, y'all. Ooh, wait a minute. Let me bring that back. I didn't even write this one down, but I just thought of something. When he would get drunk, and because he was a little snorter user, he said it was recreational. I think he was doing it more away from me than he was around me. But because he was a snorter and a drinker, it escalated the abuse. Then it became to grabbing me, shaking me. And y'all, I wasn't this voluptuous, thick girl that you see now, this full figure, beautiful woman that you see now. No. I was about a size 5. Wet. I was insecure. I was real small. Never wanted to be that small. Never. But I was real small. Really wouldn't eat because that's nothing he used to do. When we used to go out to dinner, he would cut half of my damn food, put it on his fat ass plate, and I would eat half the food. So I really was losing weight. And he was gaining weight. I'm losing weight. And he wanted me to be the size he wanted me to be. So he would drink. So after he would drink and after he was snooty tooty, it would escalate, you all. I'm telling you, it would escalate. He would get angry. If a guy looked at me, I remember, oh my God, I'm not going to say the name of this person because, I don't want to stir nothing up with his family. But I remember one time we was walking down the street on Damon. It's a street called Damon in Chicago. We was walking down the street on Damon. And these guys I always used to speak to, hey, sissy. These guys I always used to speak to, I used to be like, hey, so-and-so, because, you know, I would walk from my house to 55th, we would catch the bus. And walking past, you know, you speak to the, you know, the neighborhood guys, because they was always my friend. They thought I was just a princess. Hey, y'all, hey. You know, I thought I was just everything. But getting back to the story, y'all. So, this guy spoke to me, and I said, hey, when we got to my mother's house, around the side of the side door, he grabbed me up again. Grabbed me again. And he was like, you don't be speaking to nobody. You don't speak to nobody when you with me. I said, I always speak to them. I grew up with them. I ain't going to say no names. If y'all own this show, if y'all know who they are, you know who they are, because you probably heard the story by them. You don't speak to nobody. You don't speak to nobody. Verbal abuse started escalating. Physical abuse had already started because he was cuffing me up on my shirts, you know, wrinkling my cute outfits. So it already started because he was tooty-dooty and drinking, you know. And me, I wasn't a drinker, you know. Yeah, y'all, I drink now. I got a Long Island iced tea for y'all, but I can't even touch it because I want to keep it 100. Y'all, so take a little sip. It started escalating. So remember, you guys, he was isolating me from my family. Remember that. He started insulting me about my gap and my big nose. Then he started physically grabbing me. Oh, y'all, this necklace came from Lisa Howard. Lisa Howard, if you all want a necklace, it's $5. Lisa Howard. I just wanted to wear it to show you all. And so it just kept escalating. And I'm trying to get through this, you all. I'm trying not to hold you all, but I just really want to get on this abuse because, again, I receive a lot of emails for it, and this is something that I walk through. So it's easy. So with the alcohol and the fear, start telling me, nobody else will want you. I'm the only one who wants you. You better be glad I want you. But just, oh, he was going all in. So in my mind, even though my mother always told me I was beautiful, blah, 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 in my mind, because of the abuse started escalating in my mind, I thought this was the only man for me. I thought he was the only one that would want me. No matter how many guys around my house would speak to me, blah, blah, blah. I always thought this only one man forever in a day would be the only person that ever want me in my life. Yes, I did. Now, man, y'all, I never loved him. Let's keep it real. I told him that. So after all of that, they will start pushing. Now, they mind you, they isolate you. Then they'll start pushing your friends away. And you know how they start pushing your friends away? Oh, you don't need to hang with that person. That person's a slut. You don't need to hang with that person. They go out too much. Now, imagine he was tooting and looting. He gonna tell me my friend's drunk too much. Y'all, I'm stomping on my floor because it's so good. They will start pushing your friends away. Start telling you the reasons why you shouldn't hang with your friends. Oh, I seen them look at me. Nigga, oh, Jesus, did I say that word? Y'all scratch that out. Ninja, I thought you was looking at them. You know, and so it just became a big thing of escalating. He pushes you away from your family. Get to finding fault in your family. Oh, your family this. Oh, your family don't like me. Oh, blah, blah, blah. Oh, here come the sad. Woo, let's play the violin for this brother because he really was laying it on thick, y'all. That's another form of abuse. See, I'm going to help you women get up out of this abuse. And I'm going to tell you how to get you a plan to get up out of this. Because, see, there's a way to get up out of it. But you got to have a plan. You just can't say, I'm going to leave this person alone. Because lies you tell. Lies. You're not going to leave them alone if you just do a quickie wiki. You got to have a plan. You got to lay out a plan to get rid of them. So then they will start sabotaging you. Sabotaging anything you do. Sometimes you can get a job. They'll start calling your damn job all day long. Because wait a minute, y'all. Boop, boop. Let's back it up. We worked at the same company. We worked at the Federal Reserve Bank. Child, now people know what I'm talking about. So what? We worked at the same bank. The abuse started on my job then. He would see me. I worked on a different floor from him. And the abuse started then because I would meet guys there because I worked with him. He would see it or come off the elevators. It was crazy. Mind you. I think he was messing around, but I didn't have no proof, y'all. But I believe he was. 99.9% of me think so, but I had no proof. He started abusing me on my job. My supervisor saw him push me up against the wall and grab me like this. And when he grabbed me, he scratched me under my chin because his nails went like. I'm just going to keep it real with y'all because there's a way to get out of this. I'm going to tell y'all how to get out of this. Don't be no fool and think it's not me. Oh, that's just you. Lies. Lies. Y'all would have never thought I went through something like this. My supervisor saw it. She pulled me in her office and she said, you got to get up out of this. She was a Hispanic woman, older white woman. Like I said, I was in my little 20s, a little early something. You got to get up out of this. She said, do not keep on allowing some man to do you like this. She said, I don't care who they are. So, you know what my breaking point was, y'all? Because he was extreme, I'm looking at my notes, because he was extremely jealous. He didn't want me to go nowhere. I would buy clothes and would never wear them anywhere because I really didn't go anywhere. People used to call us Mr. and Mrs. Raw because we were so sharp. When I tell y'all, ooh, we dress to impress, which y'all know I still do. But this is the way he was. He was extremely jealous. He was extremely hateful toward me because I had the in me that he had, and plus, y'all, let me tell y'all this. I hated that I had the family love that he didn't have because his family was not unified. They wasn't. From what I saw back then, no, they wasn't. They could lie and say whatever they want to say on Facebook today, but this ain't what you want to get into today. They was not unified. Because, you know, some of his family members is my friends, so they already know how I am. They was not unified. Period. My family was unified. We like to do things together. We like to barbecue. You know, cousin, sissy, you know how we do. We like to get together, get drunk, laugh at each other, talk about each other in love. That's what we do. I think that he was jealous of that point of my life. So he isolated me from my family. He isolated me from my friends. And the abuse got worse and worse and worse. Let me tell you, one time he hit me. He hit me so hard until I saw light, like blinking lights. And I laid on the floor. Oh, and ain't no sad song they sing. Ain't no story, honey, because I had a plan. And I got up off the floor. And I remember I went to my mother's house that night. And I was just talking to my mother. My mother was like, oh, shit, you think I'm real and raw? Oh, my goodness, you ain't met nobody. You think I'm raw? Whoo, that's where I got it from. She came to me. She sat on that couch. And she told me, she said, you can lie to everybody else. She said, because I was ready to open my mouth with a lie. She said, you can lie to everybody else. She said, but I know he putting his hands on you. Ooh, and one of my nephews heard. And one of my nephews was like, what? Him, what? My nephew went up at 16, y'all. I'm not going to say who he was because most of y'all already know. What? He put his hand up. My brothers got little, ooh, it was getting ugly. And I was like, no, mommy. We called my mother mommy. No, mommy, I'm telling y'all the truth. She ain't the devil. I want y'all to get up out of this. And I said, no, mommy, he's not doing that. Blah, 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 blah. He didn't come get me that night from my mother's house. Ooh, child, my mother got up early to drink her coffee. She was like, you want to get out of this? I had enough, y'all. I said, yes, I want to get out of this. I want to get out of this. Because we was playing house, honey. We was playing house. We weren't really living together. We was playing house. I told her I want to get up out of this. My mother said, okay. You want to get up out of this? I said, yeah. She said, now don't have me to get involved. It's just what my mama told me. Don't have me to get involved. And you ain't ready to leave this bleep, bleep, bleep. I said, I'm ready to leave. So the plan got into play. My mama got in it. The plan got into play. My mother was like, all right, you need to find you an apartment. I went around to somebody's house who owned a building around in the neighborhood. And she gave me an apartment for little or nothing. I had a plan, y'all. I had a plan because the abuse was so bad. He belittled me. He would lie on me. He would hit me. It had got so bad. I want you all to get up out of this. Abuse is no game. Verbal abuse, physical abuse, whatever abuse, you need to get up out of it. Love should not hurt you. And I'm not saying you're not going to have an argument with your spouse or with your partner. I'm going to get into how my mother helped me. I'm not saying you shouldn't have an argument with your spouse. I'm not saying your significant other, you two not going to argue. I'm not even saying that the argument might get out of hand, because me and my husband have arguments that, yeah, but my husband do not verbally abuse me. My husband do not talk about me to the point where I think I'm dirt. My husband have not and will not lay his hands on me. Well, y'all know he lay his hands on me, but not in the painful and hurtful. Not, you know, my husband ain't gonna beat me up. But my husband is not gonna do that. My husband will not degrade a woman. He will not. Anybody who knows him, and people know my husband before I even met him. Anybody who knows my husband, and a lot of you all know my husband, know he's not that type of a man at all. He'll walk away from a situation before it escalates to something horrible. This man that I was with in my early 20s, he was such a little bitch. Yes, he was, y'all. And I look at him now, and I see him now, and everything that he's doing, he's still doing the same thing now. He's still doing this, still being abusive to women, still laying his hands on them, still degrading them, still belittling them, still lying on them, still isolating them from their family, still insulting them, still instilling fear in them. You know, sometimes that fear, that manipulation can be a motherfucker. That intimidation can be a bitch. I'm telling you, a motherfucker and a bitch together will take your ass down. I'm telling you, because it start up here. They start manipulating you. No one else wants you. I love you. You make me do this. I'm just telling you all what I went through. You make me do this. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to hit you that hard. You make me do this. That's up in here. Then intimidation comes. You leave me, I'm going to burn your whole house down. You leave me, I'm going to get your family. You leave me, I'm going to do this. You leave me, I'm going to do this. You leave me, I'm going to do this. I know you women have heard this before. Y'all can't tell me you haven't. You leave me, I'm going to do this. You leave me, I'm going to do this. But he didn't know my family. Well, yes, he did, because he knew my family. He knew my family was ride or die. He knew that. He knew that. And he called them on it, and they was ready. Ready. But he instilled all of that in me, that fear. He instilled that intimidation in me. He made me think I was ugly. He made me think that I was nothing. I was trying to eat to put on weight, but I couldn't eat to put on weight because, like I told you, he would take half of my damn food. He would monitor what I would eat. Maybe that's why I eat everything I want, because, you know, life is so good right now. Life is just such a blessing. He did all of this, you all. He will just rip me apart. And woo! Y'all, I'm about to throw y'all a loop. I'm about to hit y'all and slap the hell out of y'all with something. Now, it never happened to me, but in the email, someone told me it happened to them. Forced sex is rape. Someone sent me an email and they said that it was, they partner forces them to have sex. That's rape. That's rape. Now, and it's such, and I guess it's a good and bad thing that I don't know who sends the emails. It's so good. You know, because I would probably be trying to reach out to them and, oh my goodness, you need to leave, blah, 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 blah. But they do watch my show. Anyone who forces you to have sex with them is rape. I don't care if they're your husband. I don't care if they're your wife. If you don't consent to this, if you don't, y'all got a code word, baby, come get this, boom, boom. That's your code word. Or whatever, you know, come get this hot chocolate, come get this, blah, blah, blah. That's your code word. But if this forced on you, and I'm going to say it again, forced on you, it is rape. They're snatching your soul when they do that. They are snatching your soul when they do that. It's rape. I don't care how you are, ooh, girl, my man came over and slapped the hell out of me, knocked me down, flipped me over, and took it from the back. Damn, that's rape. I don't know what else to tell you. I don't know what else to tell you. I'm laughing at it because I walked through so much. Hey, Tita Beta. I walked through it so much. Yes, soul ties. Oh, my goodness. That's a whole nother show. if I get into soul ties. That is a whole nother show. That's a whole nother show. I just thought about some things that I would say on soul ties. That's a whole nother show. So I'm not going to. Soul ties. Ooh, that's a strong mother. That's a strong mother. And we don't realize it when we have sex with people that that's what we're linking up. We're going into a covenant, a sexual covenant with them. Me, myself, yep. So that soul tie, that's a whole nother show. I'm going to say that goody for another show. Abuse is something else, ladies. That is something you do not want to go through. That is something that you can avoid. And there is signs of abuse. Because let me tell y'all something. I knew that he was abusive. I knew that he was that way. I'm telling you all because things he used to do in the beginning of our relationship. He was so aggressive with me, you know, and I knew it. But again, I thought it was cute. I had a boyfriend. Oh, I thought it was so cute. Oh, my goodness. Oh, wow. I thought it was so cute. I did. Until it escalated to something worse. It had escalated so bad, you all, until we was fighting one time and I bust a glass on the table and put it up against his throat. Thank God I didn't do nothing. Thank God I didn't. You know, I know I'm still here. He's still living, blah, blah, blah. But it just escalated to something horrible. I could have missed out on all this beautiful life that I have. I could have missed out on everything had I slit his throat. That's why you got to get up out of this, ladies. You got to get up out of this, man. Man, if you in it and you with an abusive woman, same thing for you. You need to get up out of it, but you got to have a plan. You got to have a plan. Don't just be in the rush to say, I'm just going to leave. Or some guys be like, she crazy, so I'm leaving. Don't be in the rush to do that. And no, I'm not saying stay there. I'm saying get in a master plan. Because if you be in a rush to do that and you ain't got no place to stay, you don't have your money. You don't have a family that will rah around you like mine did. My family rah around me. You need some people who's going to rah around. You need some people who's going to help you and not be around some people who's going to tell you, oh, girl, it's okay. Oh, brother, it's okay. She just crazy. Throw that little dingling on and she'll be all right. Because that's what you all say. That's some dumb shit. After them 3 minutes is over with, the bitch still, the girl's still crazy. I say have a plan. Get your own place. Start looking for your own place. Don't be quick, because this is what I did. I looked for a place. My mother helped me find a place. I got a place because I wasn't staying on my own, you know. After I got a place, my mother was like, okay, we need to get you up out of there. You need to move. Because, again, we was playing house. We was playing house, y'all. So, of course, I lived with a hot mess. But we was playing house. My mother was like, okay, since you all work together, because my mother was a cold, shut your mouth. She was like, you go to work with, because he took me to work. Y'all didn't know that? He took me to work. See, I had went to work and I told my supervisor my plan. So my supervisor backed me up when he came looking for me on his lunch break. She was like, oh, I sent her out to do this, or she's busy, blah, blah, blah. You know, so she had already had me back because I had a plan. I had a master plan. Yes, I had a master plan, y'all. So we went to work together. I went in. He went on his floor. I got off the elevator on my floor. Gave it 10 minutes. My supervisor called up to his department to make sure he was up there. See, I had a master plan, y'all. I had people around me that loved me. My supervisor called up there to make sure he was in his department. He was in his department. I made a U-turn, went on that elevator, got down there, caught the L, went home. My mother was waiting on me and a good friend of mine. So I'm not going to say his name because he's married now. And I don't want his wife to be getting all blah, 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 blah. That was years ago. But master plan. Move me up out of there while he was at work. Move me into my new place. He couldn't find me. He could not find me. So he will try to like drive. My mother would be like, because she sat on the enclosed porch, she would be like, you know, I would see him coming past in his car. Just crazy stuff. I had a master plan. Because, see, I wasn't going to be in a rush to move out and I had nowhere to go. And he knew the only place I would have probably went is to my mother's house. So that would have brought a lot of drama to my mother's house. And my family was bar none. They didn't play that. You bring it to them, they're going to bring it back to you double fold. And it wasn't going to be nice. Because my family had went to his family's house. That's how cold this thing had got. His family can say whatever they want to say on Facebook. But my family went to his family house because it had got that ugly. I had a plan, so I knew I had to find my own place because I didn't want to bring drama to my mother's house. I knew I still worked with him, but I had found me another job. Yes, I did. I had a master plan. Master plan. My supervisor hated to see me go, but I was gone. I had a master plan. I had to start looking for me a job. I had to get from around him because I knew he was abusive and I knew it would have escalated to something ugly. I'm not going to hold you all long, but I really, really want you to think of a master plan that will secure you, because everybody's story don't end up like mine, where it's a success story where you got out of an abusive relationship and you said, I'll be damned if I go to another abusive relationship, the next person who tried to abuse me, I'm gonna cut his hands off and hand it to him. Here you go, now hit yourself. So that, I think this, I hope this helped you all to get from out of this. Sometimes you can be dealing with somebody and they will think that you're the only one with them. You're the only one for them. And that's abuse within itself, because they're abusing your mind. They're abusing your mentality. They're abusing you, manipulating, dominating you, intimidating you. They're putting all of those things on you to keep you there. And it happened in churches too. Church, oh my God, church folks, that's a whole nother conversation. Y'all have to do the clap on that. Preachers would do that. Preachers would say, God says for you to stay here. You know if you leave, the fire gonna come down. You gonna burn. You gonna lose your salvation. Blah, 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 blah. You know, that's what they would do. That's what people would do. And pastors do it all the time in ministries. They will abuse you spiritually. That's a whole nother conversation, y'all. Y'all ain't ready for that. Church folks, y'all ain't ready for that. But it happens all the time. Pastors will manipulate you and abuse you. So I just want to help someone. I hope you guys enjoyed the show, because that person, like I said, they really, when I read the details of a lot of stuff that they going through, it just brought back memories of me, of stuff that I forgot about that I went through, because my life has been so great. So I just want you all to find a path to get out of there. Don't do no quickie, or I'm going to leave them tomorrow, because you know you're going to be back and abuse going to be worse, because then he really or she going to think, oh, I can't let you leave now. I can't let you leave, so you might be tied up in the closet. So you need to have a master plan. So when you leave, you get from out of that shit and you know it ain't for you. You have to think more of yourself. More of yourself and less of him or her to get from out of that. You have to be tired of being fucking tired. You have to be ready to get ready. You have to stay ready so you won't have to get ready to get the fuck away from whoever is abusing you. Churches, wherever, get away. I'm not going to hold you out any longer. I think this was a blessed show because I told you all about me, which I try to tell you all about me all the time. But you guys, until next time, my chocolate drops, bye-bye.